Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Josh, or Just Prometheus, coming back to you with yet another video. And today I'll be talking about my mental health and my absence from YouTube and the Twitch platform. I had spent most of the summer in the psych ward due to my bipolar type 1, and I found out as well I had a hyperactive thyroid, both genetic conditions that were playing off of each other to make me worse than I ever was before. I got diagnosed at 19 with bipolar, and I'm now 25. Well, the bipolar, actually, there's very little research to know whether bipolar is more of a nature or nurture condition. So, whether it is due to genetics or your environment during your upbringing, there's very little research to indicate either way. But nevertheless, the amount of weed I was smoking was not helping either way. The weed was slowly putting me into a manic and psychosis state because I was using it as a coping mechanism. When in a manic state, life felt great because, frankly, what the illness of bipolar is high highs and low lows. Once I got on the correct combination of thyroid medication and bipolar medication, I felt much better, but I ended up in a low state that made me not want to do anything. And I was depressed for a little bit because I knew this because I lost interest in my favorite hobby, which is video games. The medications that I do take that I found to help me was Depakote, Zyprexa. I take an alternative called Lavaldi and Prozac, and then I also take levothyroxine for my thyroid medication. So I take my thyroid medication in the morning and my bipolar meds at night, and I've been very stable as of lately. I felt like Superman with how much I was getting done in a day, considering myself just to be on the grind, quote unquote, pulling 18 to 20-hour days and consistently only getting 4 to 5 hours of sleep, just thinking I was working harder than ever. But truly, I was just in a manic state and using work and hobbies as an excuse to let my mania run wild. Because for those of you who do not know, I own 3 businesses, currently only work on 2 of them, and the third being waited on until I have the resources and time to work on the third business. But I own a moving and a junk removal business that I also have a separate channel for on YouTube to document my journey as an entrepreneur. Moving Mountains Junk Removal, or Joshua Silva. You can find either or at for my other YouTube channel. And my third business is a window washing business with plans to scale it to a full-on power washing company. I do not look at Twitch or YouTube as a business, but just as a hobby, because it's important to have hobbies because life can't be all work and no play. But my role model CEO is Brian Scudamore, the founder of 1-800-GOT-JUNK, Wow One Day Painting, and Shine Shack. I even worked for my local 1-800-GOT-JUNK location in my area when I was an undergrad, and that's what truly motivated me to pursue these as my businesses. I'm currently going to pursue a master's in business administration with a focus in IT management from Western Governors University, an all-online college, and I'm getting a job at my local grocery store to get back on my feet. When I am financially ready, I will return to my businesses as a side hustle until they can become my main hustle. But sobriety plays a vital role in keeping my mental health in a good state because I was so drawn to weed because I come from a family of heavy alcoholics. So I never wanted to fall down on the vice of alcoholism, but in reality what runs in my family is the trait of addiction in general, not just the alcoholism. Yes, I've learned the vice does not matter as much as the overall aftermath that follows it. When I first started smoking, there isn't much of a downside, but once it turns into being high 24/7 or being high more often than I am sober, that's where the issue lies. Slowly, I started to become angry when sober without weed, and it led to affecting my medication, where my medication for bipolar wasn't able to keep me in balance. So my emotional highs were higher than ever, and my lows were lower than ever. I have been court-ordered to go to group therapy and to remain sober, but it's been so good for me that I realized that it is the best for me. So once I graduate from this program, I will continue to be sober, and I'll most likely continue to attend group therapy or attend NA meetings to help with my sobriety, because it's going to be a lifelong battle with bipolar to remain sober. Just because of when it comes with mental illness, that's when the substance dependency kicks in, and it's better to be codependent on my medication than codependent on marijuana or addicted to marijuana. So yeah, I just wanted to explain my hiatus from YouTube and Twitch. I do want to continue to spend time on my hobbies of gaming on YouTube and on Twitch. But I also just want to share why I took a leave of absence, or why I kind of went AWOL on YouTube and Twitch out of nowhere. It was to take care of my mental health, and now that I'm better, it's time to kick ass and keep on moving forward. With that being said, the sort of content that I want to make is video essays going on forward. I'm kind of done with the spoken poetry / monologues for now. Maybe I'll come back to that one day, but I would like to do video essays. And like, share, and subscribe if you guys enjoy the video. This was Judge Prometheus, or Josh, coming back to you with another video. I'll leave the link below for my my business channel where I'm documenting my entrepreneurial journey. Have a good day and stay safe.